Hi, I'm Cyrus Chahardeh. Welcome to the Intervino School of Wine, and in today's A to Z of wine, we're going to be looking at the letter T for tannin. Tannin is a very important component in wine, and it's a term that is key and that you should be comfortable with and understand perfectly well. So, what is tannin? Tannin is actually the name of a compound that's found in red wine and that has a bitter taste. From there, we have the word tannic, which is how we describe a wine that is very bitter because of its high content in tannin. Along with sweetness and acidity, tannic is one of the three basic tastes that are found in wine. So the bitter taste is tannic, tannin. But tannin is only found in red wine. So wine can be low in tannin, such as certain grape varieties like Gamay, for example, can be, or it can be very high in tannin, which is how we would describe a wine such as a grape variety such as Malbec or Cabernet Sauvignon can be. The tannin compound is found only in the skin of the grape, the stalk and the seeds. So when red wine is made, the grape juice, which doesn't contain tannin, is left in contact with the solid parts of the grape. It's during that phase of contact that tannin is extracted from the solid parts and transferred into the juice. It's also during that phase that the color red is transferred from the skin to the juice that would otherwise be clear, be white. However, when making white wine, the juice and the solid parts of the grape are immediately separated. So tannin doesn't have the time to be extracted from the skins and the seeds to the juice. When tasting a wine, you need to look out for a bitter taste. It kind of dries out your tongue, your gums, and your inner cheeks. Tannin is also found in tea, so a good exercise is to put a couple of tea bags in a cup, leave it with your boiling water for quite a while, and then taste the tea as you would a wine. So swirling it around, you really will understand what tannin is like. It's a real bitter taste that's going to dry everything out inside your mouth. It's also going to enable you to create a scale for tannin, which is very useful when you're marking the tannin in a wine. Imagine water being, for example, a 0, and then you have your 10 as that super strong tea you've tasted. So it gives you a good scale to work from and compare with your wine. Although some people don't really like tannin, it's a very important part of wine. Firstly, because it's going to help make the wine a great food partner with certain styles of food. This is very true for high-protein foods such as red meat or certain fatty dishes where a tannic wine can be an ideal partner. Secondly, it helps the wine age as tannin is an antioxidant. When a wine ages, it becomes less tannic. So it's important that the wine is tannic to start off with if you want to age the wine, or it's going to become very low in tannin later and be imbalanced. And that is it for tannin. Do make sure you remember what tannin is. Do go out there and experience the taste of tannin with the exercise, with the black tea I told you about. And you'll see it'll give you a greater understanding of this taste element in wine. Until our next video, I wish you a wonderful time. Santé!